They weren't trying to save me. They were trying to bury me. That's the thought that echoed in Joe's mind as he lay bruised and motionless at the bottom of the abandoned quarry. Joe was 52, once the town's most dependable handyman, known for fixing roofs, tractors, fences, and sometimes broken hearts. But time had done what time always does. His knees creaked louder than his hammer. His hands, once steady, now trembled. Work dried up. Calls stopped coming. People waved out of politeness, not need. He lived alone in a creaky old cabin just beyond the forest line. His only companion was a golden retriever named Rusty. Every morning, Joe would take him out for a slow walk. The world didn't care he once kept it running. Now, it had simply moved on. One frosty morning, Rusty chased a rabbit too far. Joe followed, not realizing he was stepping onto the unstable ground of an old quarry. The earth gave in. He fell 10 feet into a pit of silence and shadow. The pain in his leg told him it was likely broken. He shouted for help, but only the trees replied. For hours, nothing. Then, a familiar voice. "Joe!" It was Hank, his old neighbor. Hope sparked. But it didn't last long. Hank returned. Not with rope, but with 4 others. They stood at the edge whispering, eyes uncertain. Finally, Hank spoke. "Joe, you're hurt bad. It's too deep to pull you out. We can't get help out here fast enough." Joe's heart pounded. "We thought, maybe. It's better to fill it in. You won't suffer." He wasn't being rescued. He was being buried alive. The first shovel of dirt hit his shoulder like a betrayal. The second, on his back, felt like a goodbye. Joe screamed, begged, cursed, but the dirt kept coming. Somewhere between the 5th and 6th shovelful, Joe stopped shouting. A memory surfaced. His father, in his final days, once said, "Son, the world ain't soft. It'll throw dirt on you. You just gotta shake it off and step up." He looked at the mound forming beneath him. He couldn't stop them, but maybe he could use them. Joe braced himself. The next time dirt fell, he shook it off his back and pushed himself a few inches higher. Then again, and again. Every shovelful they meant to end him, he turned into a stare. The men above paused. They didn't hear cries anymore, only silence. Then, suddenly, a hand reached the rim, then a head, then a breathless man pulling himself out, covered in dust, blood, and fire. Joe didn't look back. He limped past them, didn't speak, just walked. Like a ghost reborn. Joe never returned to that quarry, or the cabin. He left town a week later, but something stayed behind. His story. People whispered it in barbershops, church steps, hardware stores. He built his own way out. He used the dirt they threw at him. He shook it off and stepped up